Okay, in this section of the class, we're going to be talking about adding audio to our projects. So one thing you'll notice on the expanded timeline is that there already is a line here for an audio. You can also add more tracks. So if you need to add another audio track, you certainly can do that by clicking right up here and just adding a new track. And now I have 2 audio tracks here. So let's say I really want to just have some background music be part of um, my project. First of all, you do have access to free music, you have access to sound effects, and then you have access to also the premium music. I'm going to go into Feel Good and just choose one of these. And I'll say I'm going to use Silver Twine. So I'm going to drag, if you want to listen to it, you just click on it, it'll start playing. If you want it, you drag it down to your timeline. And this clip is a little bit longer than my movie, so I do want to trim that because I don't want, if I have the music continue past the video will just keep on playing for, let's say, looks like almost another at least 30 seconds or longer with just a black screen. So I definitely want to trim this by clicking on the little scissor on my playhead, and now I have 2 different pieces of the video, and I'm going to delete that second piece. Now I'm going to show you how you can kind of fade in and out. So this little line here, first of all, this is your volume line, this blue line on the clip, and if I increase my volume, this may change, but it'll change, it will actually change how loud the clip plays. But if you want to like fade in at the beginning or the end, notice how you've got these little dots. It shows me the beginning of the clip and the end of the clip. And it says the volume's playing at 100%. So if I add another dot here, what I can do is now move this one down. And what that's going to do is when this clip is playing, it's now going to fade out. So let me get my playhead up here. We should hear it fading out right here. See how it got quieter and faded out there? That's because I added what they call, like kind of this, they call it a keyframe, but technically it just looks like a little dot to you. And you can do the same thing over here for fading in. So you can kind of adjust all of your, I could actually have 3 of these. I could say, I want it to come from nothing to be about halfway and then all the way up. So now when you play this, it's going to kind of fade in the music. Okay, and that is a little loud for background music. Typically, background music, you don't want it to interfere with your video clips or your voice overlay. So I usually like to keep mine down a little bit further. If you notice, I do have a second audio track here. If any tracks you don't want, you can always just hover over them and hit the trash can. It will delete them. So I added audio. I'm going to save my project because I save all the time. Other items that you can add, I'm just going to add another audio line just because to show you guys how to do it. Let's say I wanted a sound effect to be in this now. So maybe I want, I guess I'll go with the weather sound effects. And we'll say, I don't know what a blizzard sounds like, but let's put the sound of a blizzard in here. So you're going to add this down to your audio line. And I guess I'll put it right here. And then we'll just play this and see what happens. Okay, so the blizzard sounds like a really strong wind on there. What I can do is I can make this as long as short as I want by just cutting the part of the clip that I want. I'm just going to click on this one. I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to delete this one as well. Actually, let me move this guy over. And I'm going to take this piece of the clip and I want it to play like right when this girl comes on the screen. So again, I can adjust the volume of this to make it louder or softer. I can put the sound effect at any point that I want, just line it up with your playhead. And when I go ahead and hit play, now I can hear that a little bit better, even though that is still a little bit loud for a winter storm. A little bit better. Well, you guys see how that works. So that's just another type of sound that you can add to your projects. If you don't want it, again, just go ahead and hit the delete button. If you like it, keep it in there and just make sure you save. And then the last way, I think we talked about this before, but just as a reminder, wherever your playhead is where it's going to start recording. But I can do a voiceover for this entire video. So if I wanted to do that, I would click up here on my audio. Actually, I'm going to go back to my media for the voiceover. And I'm going to record my voice with the microphone. Now, if I'm doing a voiceover like this, I want to say, let's preview the whole video while it's happening. And I'm going to mute the video audio. So let's have this turned down. Okay, so now we're recording. Happy New Year, everyone. See how it's showing me what's happening in the video. So welcome to Dance Marathon. And here's my lovely stick figure drawing. So it's kind of showing me the video as we go along. When I hit stop, again, I can choose to play it and hear it or adjust the volume. If I hate it, I can delete it. If I like it, I'm going to click this check mark and it's going to save, usually up at the top. And now you're going to notice that it does automatically create a voiceover line here, and it did put my voiceover on the timeline automatically, even though it also recorded the clip up here. I can still move this anywhere I want. It was just placed wherever my playhead was. So I still can move this and add it to different parts of my video project. Sometimes people like to do a voiceover recording and they like to have the preview on and record the entire video at once. Other people like to do short little recordings underneath each clip. So neither one is right or wrong. It's just, what is better preference for you. I tend to make a lot of mistakes. If I want it to be a clear recording, I'm better off recording it in smaller chunks. But again, just like this, I can adjust my volume and I can trash it or keep it. And that is pretty much how you're going to work with audio. So in this next section, once you've finished this video, we're going to have you guys practice adding some audio to your practice video, maybe also trying a voiceover as well. And if you have a song that you like and you happen to have the file for that song, you can upload, when you're uploading media, not only can you add photos or videos, but you can also put music clips or audio clips, and you can add those to your library to add to your video as well.